Introduction to geometric sequences. Let's learn something new. Definition of a geometric sequence. A geometric sequence is a sequence in which each term after the first term is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a fixed non-zero constant. The amount by which we multiply each time is called the common ratio of the sequence. The common ratio we represent with the letter R is found by dividing any term from the term that directly precedes it. The common difference is found by dividing the second term from the first term. And there's a formula for us. Writing the terms of a geometric sequence. So we are going to find the first 6 terms of the geometric sequence with the first term 6 and the common ratio 1/3. So we're going to multiply by 1/3 each time. So we're going to get 2. 2 times 1/3 is going to be 2/3. Multiply by 1/3 again, you get 2/9. Multiply by 1/3 again, you get 2/27. And let's do it for the 6th time. We're going to multiply by 1/3, and our 6th term is 2/81. Try it on your own. Let's see. Write the first 6 terms of the geometric sequence. The first term is 12. Common ratio this time is -1/2. So we're going to multiply by -1/2. And 12 times -1/2 is -6. Multiply by -1/2 again, we get +3. Multiply by -1/2, we're going to get -3/2. Multiply again by -1/2, we get +3/4. And when you multiply by -1/2, we'll get our 6th term, which is -3/8. Writing the general term of a geometric sequence, the nth term of the geometric sequence is the first term, a sub 1, and the common term r in this equation. So a sub n is equal to a sub 1, the first term, times r, our common ratio, raised to the power of n-1. Let's see how we get this. There's our first term, a sub 1. And to get the second term, we're going to multiply by r. We get a sub 1 times r. Multiply by r again to get the next term. And keep doing that. And hopefully you'll see the pattern. Like for the 6th term, we're raising r to the 5th power because we have multiplied that first term by r 5 times. That gives us our general term of a geometric sequence. Example 2, find the 8th term of the geometric sequence whose first term is -4 and a common ratio is -2. So there's our formula, and we need to plug in our values. So we're doing the 8th term, so a sub 8. And our first term is -4, and we're multiplying by the common ratio. Make sure you have it in parentheses, -2. And we're raising it to the 8-1 power, n-1. Let's see. 8 minus 1 is 7. So that's what I would put in my calculator to calculate. And a sub 8, the 8th term of that geometric sequence, is 512. That's example 2. Let's try it. 7th term this time of the geometric sequence whose first term is 5 and whose common ratio is -3. So there's our general formula. To find the general term, we want the 7th term, so a sub 7. Our first term is 5, and our common ratio is -3. So there's plugging everything in. Let's simplify. 7 minus 1 is 6. We can calculate that, or you can put that third line straight into your graphing calculator. Make sure -3 is in parentheses, and our 7th term is 3,645. Example 3. So now we have a sequence and we need to write the general form formula for it. So we have R is the second term divided by the first term. So our common ratio is -2. First term goes here, that's -34. Common ratio is -2, and there we go. We have our formula. Practice number 1. Let's do it again. Find our common ratio. -6 divided by -3 is 2. Let's put it in. First term is -3, common ratio 2, and we're done. Practice number 2. 33 divided by 11 is going to give us a common ratio of 3. First term goes here, which is 11. Common ratio goes here, which is 3. And we are done with practice number 2. Practice number 3. Find our common ratio. 18 divided by 6 is 3. First term goes here, 6. Common ratio goes here, 3. And we are done. Practice number 4. 4 divided by 1. Kind of silly to show that work. R is 1. First term goes here, which is 1. Common ratio goes here, which is 4. And we have our general formula. Let's see. Find our common ratio. -52 divided by -13. Our common ratio is 4. First term goes here, -13. Common ratio 4. And we're done with practice number 5. Practice number 6. Let's find our common ratio. 14 divided by -7. Common ratio is -2. First term is -7. Common ratio is -2. And there we have it. Practice number 7. To find our R, we divide -2 by 1. Kinda silly. R is -2. Common ratio is -2. First term is 1. Common ratio, put it in, -2. And there you have it. Practice number 8. -9 divided by 27. We're going to get a fraction. -1/3. First term, 27. Common ratio, -1/3. There you have it. Practice number 9. 16 divided by 64. Common ratio is 1/4. First term goes here, 64. Common ratio goes there, 1/4. And there's our formula. Practice number 10. -27 divided by 54 is getting us our common ratio, which is -1/3 when you simplify that. First term's 54, common ratios -1/3. And there you have the equation representing the sequence for practice number 10. And we're done with the geometric sequences. Sequences part 2. Hope you learned something new.